but he saw that man was lonely. So out of man, he created woman. Simply means a man with a woman. Woman. Can I go deeper?
Yeah.
He created woman. Now woman and man have a relationship.
All right.
The Bible says in Genesis that whosoever findeth a wife, they shall leave mother and leave the father and join together to make one.
All right.
First of all, God created sex for procreation.
Yeah.
Created sex for procreation. Created sex to have children, reproduce, multiply the land. He told Adam and Eve once they got married, y'all get busy. Reproduce the land. Reproduce the generation. Y'all reproduce. That's one thing that's natural. Second thing, the reason why God created sex was so that you can be one. Did you not know that when I stand up here and a couple is right in front of me and I'm reading them their vows, and I said, now I give to you this couple, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder, they're really not married. They're not married until they consummate the marriage. I was reading in a magazine the other day, and there was a couple that had been married for like 50 years. And something was wrong. They knew this whenever they got married. Well, he couldn't have sex and she couldn't either. And they had been married for like 50-some years and never had sex. So you know what that meant? They'd never been married. You're not married till you consummate the marriage. And that's through sex. That's why God created sex. To consummate marriage. For intimacy. When you break down the word intimacy, it simply means into me. Into me. I'm into you and you into me. We're one. Can I go deeper?
Yeah.
Every time you have sexual intercourse with someone,
All right.
your spirit needs you.
Yeah. Right.
And that person's spirit needs them.
Yeah.
And y'all become one.
Yeah.
I don't care whether you're married or not.
All right. Right.
Then you have sex with somebody else. And a piece of your spirit leaves.
Yeah.
Then you have sex with somebody else, and a piece of your spirit leaves. Then you have sex with somebody else, and a piece of your spirit leaves.
All right.
And sometimes single folk, you're wondering, why can I get married? Because God said you're not single.
All right.
You still have Johnny, Bobby, Willie, Jane. Everybody's spirit is still in you.
Right. All right.
Somebody, y'all still hot? He said she's gonna go out the door. Reading in 1 Corinthians, one thing that Paul mentioned, and was so found, he mentioned a word called bond.
All right.
He mentioned the word bond. Whenever you consummate marriage, you're bonding with each other. That's why God created sex. Bond. Become one. To be careful. Because whenever you're giving your spirit away, you're losing your bond. The way that we know Christ is through a bond. We only have one bond in us. We only have one bond in us, a bond to know Christ, a bond to get to love Christ, a bond to get to love Christ, know him better, just know him in an intimate way. We only have one bond, whether spiritually or physically, we only have one bond in us. And whenever we give our spirit away, whenever we have sex with this one, or sex with that one, or sex with that, we're giving our spirit away, and we're giving our spirit away, and not only that, we're losing our bond. Now we come to Christ, and we cannot really be committed because we don't have a bond. I mean, it's not that we can be saved, but we won't be real Christians. Our bond is gone. Look at your neighbor and say, you got to get your bond back.
You got to get your bond back.
You got to get your bond back. Our bond weakens when we have sex with God. Have sex with God. Sex with Christmas. Our bond weakens. And we have to, that's all we have. That's the only way we're going to know Christ is through our bond. And if we don't have a bond, we don't have nothing. There's a lot of folk sitting here that got all kind of folk spirits in you.
Yeah. That's right. Right.
A lot of folks wonder, why? Why am I going through this? Why am I going through depression? I talked about last Sunday, some things we get from seeds that's planted in our lives, some things we get from generational curses. But I want to add a fourth thing to that. Some things we get from sex.
That's true. Yeah, amen.
Some things that we fight with, we have picked it up from another person's spirit.
Yeah. All right. That's true. All right. That's true. Right.
You know, homosexual don't even run in my family. It don't run nowhere in my family. I look down the family tree, it don't run in my family. Where is this coming from? You had sex with somebody that had homosexual tendencies. And now you have picked it up. It's in your spirit because your spirit are one. Somebody say, help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. You picking up somebody else's spirit. Every time you have sex, you picking up somebody else's spirit.
All right. All right.
God really did not create sex for a physical thing. He created it to be spiritual. God doesn't do anything physical. God is a spirit. They that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
All right.
Pick up another person's spirit. Somebody go 1 Corinthians 15:33. Paul was talking about even if a man have sex with a prostitute.
All right.
All of that stuff that he's going to pick up just by having sex with that prostitute. Somebody read 1 Corinthians.
Be not deceived.
Yes.
Evil communications corrupt good. Marriage.
Listen, go to Proverbs 7. Proverbs 7, 24 through 27. I told y'all I was going to be quiet up there when you feel like. 24 through 27. Yes.
And attention the words of my mouth.
Yes.
Let not thine heart incline to her way. Go not astray in her path. For she hath cast down many wounds. Yeah, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death.
When you have, sometimes we can have sex, Christians, with an unbeliever.
Yeah.
And their spirit causes us to end up dying and going to hell. Because we have become one. Somebody said, I've been married one time and I got a divorce and I've been married. No, you've been married on counting how many sexual partners you've had. So my question to you is, how many times you've been married?